Yep.
See, it'd be a lot worse timing for you to have missed it. You still have 9 days before it happens. Well, you know what? When's the next one? The next one's the middle of March. I don't think you got 4 months to waste to find out everything about everything within this company. In fact, watch this. If you qualified for your BMW in less than 4 months' time, please stand up. That's about 70 of the 101 people, if I was to guess. Congratulations, all you guys. Why is that important? See, you might still be getting around to getting started, to thinking about it, to trying it, to doing it the wrong way, to poking around 4 months from now, where you could have been qualified for your BMW in 30 to 60 days, on your way to national or presidential director, making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month by the time March comes around. But that's not going to happen without you getting the appropriate training and understanding and references. Here's what's going to happen in St. Louis. The National Success Training happens 2 times a year, March and November. This is our November event. It's in a football stadium. There'll be somewhere between 15 to 20,000 people in attendance from every corner of the U.S. and Canada. And I mean Newfoundland, Edmonton, Fort St. John, both of them, like Alaska, Guam, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and everywhere in between. They're all coming. Why? Because they're going to they're going to meet all the founders. They're going to meet all the management team, all the scientific advisory board. They're going to see the new champions be crowned for the Body by Buy Challenge, and you're going to see our new rollout of what our next challenge is. You're going to get a chance to see our new technologies, our new announcements, our new promotions. You're going to get a chance to experience breakout sessions. We're going to have a women's leadership breakout. Any women here want to be trained by all of our women, our women millionaires in the company? Any of you women? We're going to be doing a technology breakout to teach you everything about how to make money online, utilizing our resources, your back offices, your mobile phone, your swipe. We're going to be doing a product breakout session. Is there any nerds in here? Any nerds? It's okay. It's okay, nerds. We're going to put all of our docs up there, and you can nerd out all about products, talk ingredients, and nerd stuff like that. That's going to happen. Is there any people that like to party in here? Any party?
Yeah!
I'm a nerd that likes to party.
I didn't know Canadians like to party.
Yeah!
Like to party?
I tell you what, I can only handle one night with you guys. You guys are crazy out here. So, we're going to have a 15,000 person costume party.
Nice.
Which is, probably the biggest one you might attend this year. Give or take.
It's my birthday.
We're going to run 2 stages.
2 days after.
We're going to have multi-platinum artists will be there. In fact, Collective Soul, for those of you guys that remember, the late 90s, they sold about 15 million copies. They'll be performing. The Verve Pipe will be performing. DJ Irie will be performing. For those of you guys that like, house and techno, DJ Digital will be performing.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. For those of you guys that don't know any of this, you just have a couple extra beers and just jump up and down and have a good time.
It'll be okay.
What else is going to happen at the National Success Training? That'll about do it. I could go on and on and on, but here's what I'm trying to get across to you. I don't know what's going to happen that's going to trigger it for you, but I know something is going to happen that's going to trigger it for you. Something is going to happen, and I don't know what it is. It might not even be at our event. It might be outside the event. You're having a beer with somebody from Ohio, you hear their story and you go, that's what I need to hear. Or you're in line, waiting to get in, and you meet the person from Vancouver, and you hear the story and you go, that's the one I needed to hear. I know exactly where all of you guys sit at this exact moment, because every one of us has certain struggles in our life. You have a financial pressure, a financial struggle, a time pressure, a time struggle. You have struggles in your life that you're like, okay, I've got kids, I've got a job, and I can't do that, I can't get there. And you're like, and you don't know what it's like, Nick, because you're not me, and you're not my situation, you're not my scenario. Well, every single ambassador that we have in our company was indeed exactly like one of you at some point in time. But there was a time, guys, when I had to go to my first national event. Now, it didn't have 15 to 20,000 people there. It had about 1,200. And it was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And they said, hey, Nick, you're 19 years old at the time. We need you to go to this event. I said, fantastic. Where is it? Atlanta. Well, that's a problem. I go to school full-time, I play college baseball, and I work a part-time job, making $5.50 an hour, so not only am I busy, I don't have any money either. They said, that's all right, just drive. I'm like, all right, well, I can't afford the gas. They said, all right, just bring people with you. So I drove 17 hours each way. 17 there, 17 back, with 5 people, me plus 4, in my 2-door escorts.
Wow.
It was the month of August, and there was no air conditioning in my 2-door escort. And the whole time, I'm like, this is a really bad idea. And then I got there and heard one story. I can't remember the entire rest of the event, but I can remember one story. That one story was all I needed to hear, and I said, I got it. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to do this. And my life has never been the same since. I don't know what it's going to be for you guys, but I can guarantee you if you're not there, it's not going to happen for you. And some of you guys are like, you know what, I've been to one before. Yeah, me too. You know what, I went to the one in Atlanta when I was 19. I didn't make money, good money, till I was 22. I moved from the back of the room, to the middle of the room, to the front of the room, to the person introducing the speakers, to eventually the speaker, to eventually the keynote speaker, to eventually the person throwing those events over the course of 15 years. And I did it every 4 months. Well, I don't want to do it every 4 months. You don't have to, but you don't have to make $15 to $20 million over the next 15 years like I have either. How many of you guys wouldn't mind doing it every 4 months if it meant $15 to $20 million? You won't mind it at all. See, guys, what I'm sharing with you is all of us started somewhere, and all of us overcame our excuses. And I know what the Rolodex looks like because I've heard every single one of them. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way.
Come on.
Meaning, I heard some stories in the following. One girl's like, I couldn't even get my car out of the shop to drive to the National Success Training, so I borrowed money to rent a car, left my car in the shop, borrowed money from my family, rented the car, drove down, slept in a room with 6 other people. I drank shakes and ate meal replacement cookies for every meal. Now she's an ambassador 6 months later. Those are the types of stories that come out of events like this, right? These are the things that will happen for you if you will make the commitment to be there, but you've got to make the commitment to be there. And I know some of you guys are like, well, you're going on. Listen, I told you I'm here tonight because of that event. Because if just one more of you decide to make that commitment and go there, it was worth the trip here because you might be the next me. You might be the next person that was 19 years old, broker than broke, that found a way, that got there, that the light switch went on for. And if it is, I know your life will never be the same because of it. Now, for the logic